people. It's me, Lena. I'm back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay. So, I'm here to do a review of, and just like that, episode 1, the Met debacle. That's what I'm calling it. Why, you may ask? It's because a few of my viewers reached out to me and asked me to do a review of the full full second season episodes, because the last one I just posted this weekend was of episode 4, and I made some people laugh, and they asked if I can recreate that sense of laughter for the other episodes. Thank you. That means the world to me. You all know how much I'm suffering through this. So the fact that I made you laugh is great, but the fact that you want to torture me and put me through this again, I can't tell you how grateful I am. So thank you. So here we go. Here's my review of And Just Like That, Season 2, Episode 1. Scene, open. Everybody's having sex. Everybody, with their prospective, significant others. The only thing I probably enjoyed of this whole thing was the song that we're utilizing, which I believe was Tiny Dancer with Elton John, and I want to say Britney Spears. So you got Carrie coming out of her bathroom doing her two-step in her heels, going and sleeping with her producer of her podcast. Then you have another scene of Charlotte and Harry. You have another scene. They're all coming out of bathrooms apparently, which is odd, except for Miranda. They're all getting it on. They're all doing it, and end scene. May I just say, I saw this episode. I had to watch this episode 4 times because I was so bored. I was able to actually do laundry, cook, work out, my nails, check my email, and look at YouTube while all of this is going on. By the time I realized that I was not paying attention, I had to go back and rewind some places where I totally missed some things that I didn't even remember to even put into as notes, because I didn't even want to put it as notes, because when I realized that what I was missed, I went back to doing laundry, nails, cooking, working out. I believe I even took a nap. This was hard, so I'm going to give the people what they want, unlike what the show is doing. So here is my review. Well, let's try to do it in the same format that I did in my last video, where I'm going to focus on the 3 main characters. Because honestly, I don't know the name of the others, and nor do I want to take notes to remember. So let's start off this time with Charlotte. I think somewhere around here is when I started doing my nails. So Charlotte, her whole story arc is trying to get to the Met Gala, with or without Harry. And that's it. I'm sure other stuff happened. I believe she has a scene with Carrie. But at the end of the day, the majority of it is her trying to get to the Met in one way, shape, or form in an outfit which I can only call as equestrian dominatrix, and not a sexy one at all. With Harry in a top hat, she invites Anthony. I want to say she initially invited Anthony, had to disinvite Anthony. Anthony has a heart attack. She has to take her husband. Her husband doesn't want to go after he finds out he's going to not be able to take the main stairs and meet Rihanna, because that was going to happen. And decides not to go. And then she calls back Anthony, and Anthony is re-invited, and everything is going to the Met. So she goes to the Met, and then you see her waiting for a cab, and then she's going to go pick up Anthony. The end. Other than her talking to Carrie, which I'll get to the Carrie sequence, I really don't know anything else that happened with this chick. I really truly believe this is part of my nail sequence part, When did I start doing laundry? I started doing laundry around Miranda. Okay. Miranda's in California. She's a groupie. She is trying to have strap-on sex with Che. She is fiddling around with the strap-on, and that's her whole story arc, trying to figure that out. At some point, Che doesn't want to sleep with her because at some point she was called fat for a fitting for her episode of her show, and she took it out on Miranda, and then they both find out that it's not because she's sleeping with somebody else, it's because she feels fat, which, hey, don't we all at some point of our lives? I mean, come on. I get it. That was okay. A good plot. Then they hug it out, and then everything's good, and then they go back into lovey-dovey land. The end. There's no Met Gala for her because she's in California. Okay. When did I start cooking? I'm gonna start cooking at around cooking and working out. Cooking and working out was Carrie or Sarah Jessica. I flip around. Okay, so in the opening sequence when she's two-stepping out of her bathroom to have sex with a producer boy, or boy toy, or I don't know what to call him. I don't even know his name. Don't care. She, after the amorous lovemaking, there is a scene where I believe I started to check out where they're talking about her poaching an egg, or he's watching a cooking show and he doesn't cook, and she wants to poach an egg, and there's this banter going back and forth about cooking and that she doesn't cook and that she's going to do something. And I was like, wow, if this is what you're talking about after you're having sex, you're definitely a booty call. Good job. One of the most boring guys. Not bad looking on the eyes, but oh my God, I fell asleep. I think I started napping around this time too. They show Carrie poaching an egg or attempting to poach an egg, and I can just only imagine what her purses must be feeling like. They feel like, oh my God, there's heat coming down. What we do? Do we jump out of the oven or what? Suddenly, Charlotte comes in. She introduces her to Boy Toy, and I just need to know something. And maybe, and it could be me, I may have forgotten what happened to Charlotte's Elizabeth Taylor dog, the big flu dog on Fifth Avenue that she found her or something. Did that dog die and I missed something? Because I haven't seen that dog. I've only seen, now it's called Richard Burton, which is hilarious. I actually found that funny. I actually chuckled. I was like, oh wow, the show made me chuckle for a dog. So now she's carrying a bulldog called Richard Burton. She introduces herself to Boy Toy, Sarah Jessica's Boy Toy. And then Boy Toy leaves. They go outside to walk. Carrie's wearing a ridiculous hat. Charlotte is speaking Samanthanese again. And if you don't know what Samanthanese is, go check out my other video. I go into full detail. She asks her, does Boy Toy have a big mm-mm? Because she says, since Samantha's not here, she's going to act like Samantha. That's the way you do it. I honestly don't know what happened next. I don't know if they got hit by a car, if they got kidnapped. I don't know. I think I actually started to nap at this point. I suddenly woke up to Carrie being greeted at the door by her friend Jackie and Jackie's wife, whereas Jackie's wife is going to be the one that's going to dress her for the Met Gala. She brings the dress. I see a cape. She tries to put on this piece of cloth that she can't fit into, which is ironic because I think Sarah Jessica is 90 pounds wet. So this thing wasn't even a piece of cloth. The designer goes into a panic attack. And may I just say, I'm going to go back 2 steps. I also missed something. When she opens the door to greet Jackie and designer, she has a kimono on. And she says that she got it from her friend who sent it to her, Stanford Blatch, whoever he's supposed to be in character. I know, and almost everyone who watches this show that knows that Willie Garson, the actual person that played Stanford Blatch, has passed away. He actually passed away during the production of season 1. I do not remember any episode after giving him any credit or doing any montage about his time on the show. If they did, I apologize. I was in a coma watching that show last year, and I honestly blacked out on some of the episodes. So if they did this, but apparently this is going to be a Fast and the Furious Paul Walker kind of, we're going to keep him in spirit, and he's going to just, send random shit to people in the show, and they're never going to acknowledge that the character himself has passed away. Did you get that? That literally woke me up when I heard that name, and I was like, I had to rewind. I'm like, did she just say Stanford Blatch? So they're just not even going to acknowledge or even give him any kind of, maybe they have to pay out his, I don't know. But I don't want this to be something that's a running theme through the show where you're just going to have random shit coming from this guy from beyond. Give the man some respect. This guy was a character in the show. My God, they did a whole movie, a part of a movie where, Liza Minnelli was actually dancing and singing Beyonce at his wedding. My God, give the man some due respect. Now, if you did, I'm sorry. I was too bored in your other season to give a crap. But if you didn't, you should do something, because that was wrong. So, as she's trying to place the cloth over her head to try to go to the Met, the designer realizes that she has to redo the dress. I don't know. Open it, break it, burn it, stomp it, repattern it. I don't know what the hell this girl's doing. Samantha, oh my God, this is like Freudian slip. I missed that woman on that show. Oh, please don't come back. Carrie, Sarah Jessica, it goes into a panic attack because she realizes that this dress is going nowhere fast. Because we didn't see this coming. The girl asks her, the designer asks her if she has anything she can wear that she can not wear her dress because her dress is a disaster. And I say dress loosely because it's not even a dress, it's a piece of cloth. And that she can't let her wear that because then her name is going to just be dragged through the mud. I think that was going to happen even if she was going to fit into the dress. So, of course, convenient plot writing. She pulls out the dress that she was going to wear for her failed wedding with Big, where they didn't get married, and it was a dress, I believe, from Carolina Herrera. It's scary how much I remember about this because I used to love this show. What happened? Oh my God. And she had a bird feather taped to her head, so that was a fashion statement that I could have not seen again and been very happy. She goes and she puts on the dress and she puts on the cape to the original piece of cloth, and then she's flying down the stairs and she's going down to the Met. Everybody's going to the Met Gate. I am so excited about seeing the Met. I honestly thought they were going to do some fake ass Met crap that maybe we would have seen them going to the Met, and actually at the Met they've paid for other celebrities to be in this damn show. Why can't you just do a fake Met thing? We got nothing. Everybody's just going to the Met. Okay? Probably my favorite scene, which ironically is not with any of the main characters or caricatures. So it's the other couple that's very rich, that's Charlotte's friend. I'm sorry, I don't know their names. I don't give a crap. She came out of her Fifth Avenue apartment wearing a red flowy dress and with a cage on her face, which ironically is not the strangest thing I've seen at the Met Ball. But the flowiness of the back of the dress was so beautiful that there's this beautiful scene of her crossing the street on, in Manhattan, and her husband behind her holding it like a train. And it's just a beautiful fashion editorial, magazine moment. And I was like, wow, that's really pretty. And then that's it. We don't actually see them going to the Met. That was it. I don't know. What does Samantha 2.0 wear? She's coming out of her apartment and she's wearing something that I can only presume was an updated look of the Statue of Liberty dress in gold. I don't know. Her story arc was weird too. She had a boyfriend, they smoke. I can't imagine what the apartment would smell like. Ugh. And then all of a sudden, she doesn't have a boyfriend because said boyfriend is still living with ex-husband and ex-wife in their house, those separate entrances. Okay. I do believe this is when I had to like rewind and be like, what? Okay. She breaks up with him. She goes to she goes to the Met and then and just like that. The last line was Carrie saying, and just like that I just repurposed my pain because she was wearing the dress that she never got married to, though she got married to Big. Well, I've worked out, I've done laundry, I did my nails, I've actually eaten, so I really don't need to watch this show anymore. So I can't thank you enough for everyone who requested for me to re-watch this episode and take time to do this video. And in all honesty, thank you. Thank you for everybody who's been watching. I've seen my numbers going up. I appreciate you. I'm glad I can make you laugh, though it's torturous for me, but that's okay because this is what creators do. We do it for the love. So I will be doing a review on the second episode. I believe it's the third one that I had the rant, where they're looking at that high school child. So I won't be doing that again. If it's not the second one, then that's not the one I'm reviewing. But that one, whatever the other one that's I haven't reviewed it, it will be coming out. Hopefully I won't have to paint my house or put bricks up or build a fireplace. Because if I do, oh, you're screwed. I ain't going to be able to watch this. I'm going to tell you right now. I appreciate everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and have a blessed day. Bye.